So hi guys and welcome back. Today I would like to show you my Airblade Assault 130 size frame. I will go through the build, show you everything there is to it, and then I will go and fly it together with you. So just for starting, to give you a size comparison, here is my ZMR 180 frame, and you can see, well, this 180 size frame compared to this 130 size frame, well, there is quite some size difference. Let's also take a look at the weight first. So this little Airblade Assault has a full FPV enabled weight of 101 grams. And I am flying this with a 3S 500 milliampere LiPo, which adds another few grams to it, of course. So we arrive at the flying weight of around 144 grams for this little FPV bird. In this combination, I get flight times of around 5 minutes, so that's not just hovering, but actually flying it around 5 minutes. So let's take a look at what we have here. So let's first take a look at the FPV system. Here in front you can see this is one of these tiny 600 DVL cameras from Banggood. I will have all the links in the description, of course, as usual. And this is connected to a 25 milliwatts transmitter from EA Shine, again from Banggood. And for saving some weight, I have actually desoldered, well, actually cut this SMA connector here and soldered this little clever leaf antenna directly to it. And here on the bottom I have just fixed it with some hot glue. So this holds up very well. I have been flying with this for several times and it's working great. This also brings us to one thing which I would maybe improve. So you can see here I have still this quite large in comparison video transmitter. So a potential improvement here would be to move to one of my smaller video transmitters, which I have used in my micro builds. So this would actually be quite a bit smaller than this one. Well, it wouldn't necessarily be much smaller, but it is much thinner than this one, as you can see here. And that would actually enable me to move the video transmitter below the top plate. So here on the behind, you can see it here, below the top plate, and that again would leave my complete top plate empty, which is a great thing. Empty because I actually have the LiPo mounted below that. The complete top plate empty is a good thing, because then I could actually mount a recording camera here on top. Maybe one of the small 707 cameras, or even, let me just quickly grab that for you, the Runcam 2, and that is no joke, because the Runcam 2 without any battery is very lightweight. Because the Runcam 2 without any battery only comes in at 35 grams here, so that is actually very lightweight. And if I would move the video transmitter below the top plate here, I could actually, as harsh as it looks, mount a Runcam 2 here, which would be very, very nice. But realistically, I would probably go with one of the small keycams and power it directly. I have already prepared 2 wires here, as you can see. These are carrying 5 volts at the moment, which would be nice, in preparation to using some kind of recording cam here on that little bird. Yeah, so much for the FPV bird. As motors, I'm using the DIS motors. Yeah, here you can see it. And in my case, these are just your usual, I would say, 1104 motors with 4000 kV. Something to point out here is I'm also using the XM10A ESCs here, which you can see, and something which I, well, not figured out myself, but which is a nice thing is, as you can see, I'm actually having my motor wires here go below that ESC, then around, and here I directly solder it. The reason is on these small builds, if I would really cut the motor wire to lengths, you can see it here, there would be almost nothing left. And this, yes, it will give me a bit more weight, but on the other side, it will let me solder this motor wires without much stress. And if I would really like to reuse the motors on another bird at some time, this wouldn't be a problem either, because the motor wires are still long enough. So this is nice. Here on the back I have simply glued an XT30 connector here. Let me just bring that into the focus here. The XT30 connector here, which provides the whole setup with power. What you can see here sandwiched is on top a DVR receiver, which you can see here on top. I have deepened it. I will show it to you in just a minute. And then here is a regular NACE 32 revision 5, and on the bottom there is the diatone PDP. So let's take a look, a closer look at these components here. So as I said, on the very bottom I have this diatone PDP, which gets its supply voltage here from behind, so that's the voltage in, connected to the XT30, which you just saw before. And then its layout is very nice. You have here the solder bed plus and minus for the different ESCs, for the 4 ESCs. Here you have a regulated 12 volts output, and here you have a regulated 5 volts output. So that one works very nice for me. It is also very lightweight. So let's take a look at the weight of this. So as you can see, this PDP from Diatone comes in at 3.3 grams. Which is very lightweight, so this is quite nice. And so far it's been working great for me. Here on top of that, as I told you, we have the NACE, which we can also take a look at, but I guess all of you will know it. So here I have the NACE. Of course I already got the version which is without any pins, and I have directly soldered everything to it. So there are separate videos out there on how to set up a NACE. It's nothing special in my case, so I will just point you to these other videos. And of course the NACE deepened without any pins is also again pretty lightweight. So if you take a look here, this comes in at 5.2 grams, which is pretty nice. Then for the transmitter up there, as I told you, you can see it here with the cable for voltage monitoring going straight into it, because I'm using telemetry on this. And I have also deepened it. You can see it here in the front. No, sorry, actually on the other side it's a bit hard to see. I have actually removed all the pins and soldered everything directly to it. This saves some weight, but in this case particularly saves space. So basically this is this receiver. I've removed all of these receiver pins here. I have removed the paper wrapping here, and I have soldered everything directly to this. So yes, this is my basic setup of this small bird. I really like it. As I told you, I'm getting 5 minutes and more flight time with this, and because this is so lightweight, there's also not much risk really flying it, because if this really goes down in the grass or maybe even on a harder surface, not much will happen because it is so lightweight. So there is not much energy this could be developed to really break itself, so it's working great. And well, this brings us to the next really interesting part. Let's go flying with this. So I hope you enjoyed flying this. As you can see, it's quite quick. It's really a blast to fly, and you can take it everywhere because it's so small. This is a great little bird by Airblade UAV. I have much fun with it, so I have it with me almost every time I go flying these days, because it's just so nice. I also told you about some potential improvements. I fully plan to mount that recording camera which I talked about on this, so stay tuned for further videos. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, please subscribe to my channel, and I'm looking forward to see you next time.